Why are we called Negroes? Why are we deaf, dumb, and blind? Why is everybody making progress, yet we seem to be lagging so far behind? Why are we mistreated? Why are we in this condition? Stripped of our name, our language, our culture, our God, and our religion. Here in America, all of our religious training has been gotten by the preacher. He has told us of a heaven way up in the sky that we can't enjoy now, but rather after we die.
And we are live.
And we are live.
Back.
Yes. And for those who know what
Call
to
it a
do,
comeback. We've been here for years, literally. Yes, please subscribe. Click like or love and subscribe. Make sure you copy and paste the URL. Send it to everyone that you can, because tonight we are having a part 2 of the value and benefit of Revelation, closing the gap 20 years ago.
Come on now.
This
Ooh,
awesome book
years ago. Wow.
written by Student Minister Jabril Muhammad,
Mm-hmm.
published over 20 years ago.
Yes.
And
Wow.
we're going to get into a part 2 conversation with our beloved sister
Oh, absolutely.
tonight.
And again, I just want to definitely make sure and iterate. Please, I'm telling you, you missed an awesome show last week. Well, 2 weeks ago. Please
back.
go back. Yes. And definitely because you will actually, it's really not a branch off. It's really, we're dealing with different questions, but it ties into the week prior. So definitely go back to our YouTube channel, Facebook, and whatever screening channels that we have. And without further ado, I do not want to belabor the point. I want to turn it over to you, Brother Tony, and let's get it.
All praise is due to Allah. Beloved family, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, the one God to whom holy praises are forever due, the Lord of the worlds, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad. I am forever thankful to Almighty God Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I thank them both for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. Aparagani, Hotep, Frida Land, Buenas noches. Assalamu alaikum.
That's right.
Greetings in all the beautiful language that our people greet one another in. Welcome to your Thursday Night Talks, which is spearheaded by the 7th Region Coalition to Help Save Lives. We were assembled by our Student Regional Minister, Student Minister Patrick Muhammad, upon instructions given to him by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in the midst of the 2020 pandemic. We are still in a pandemic, dear family. We're in a pandemic of ignorance. We're in a pandemic of suffering. We're suffering from a pandemic of white supremacy.
That's right.
We see the conditions here in America and throughout the world becoming worse. And so we, as the 7th Region Coalition to Help Save Lives, we were assembled together to bring truth to the people, to provide truth so that we could walk in our proper light in this hour, feeding off of the guidance of the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, which we absolutely need. Beloved family, we give you these broadcasts through the 9 ministries given to us by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and these were given to us in the midst of the 2005 Millions More movement. Tonight, we are focusing on the head ministry, which is the Ministry of Spiritual Development. It covers the base of all of our activity in everything that we do, at least it should be. The Ministry of Spiritual Development bears the responsibility for assisting the individual member of the community in the process of heeding truth and right guidance, respect, honor, and obedience to the authority of the Creator in all aspects of life are essential to peace, harmony, freedom, justice, and equality. In the words of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, self-development is an absolutely essential component of this microcosm of the new world. It is not enough that we grow horizontally through the acquisition of farms, factories, banks, industry, trade, commerce, money, good homes. Horizontal growth alone is death. All horizontal things are on a horizontal level. Therefore, we must grow vertically, grow in uprightness, or we will be overcome by our horizontal growth. The foundation of this ministry are study and training units designed on the guidance of Allah God to produce self-examination, self-analysis, self-correction, and to quicken in each and every one of us the self-accusing spirit. For it is only when we are awakened morally that we have to face the self-accusing spirit that leads to our resurrection. At this time, I will turn it over to Student Minister Mark X, who will be introducing our beloved guest.
Thank you, Brother Tony. Dr. Iman Muhammad Ali. For those who don't know by now, as we may have new guests on this part 2, let us review her bio. Dr. Iman Muhammad Ali is a distinguished Reiki master teacher, clairvoyant, sound therapist, and meditation teacher with over 30 years of pioneering experience in mind-body science. She holds a doctorate of divinity in spiritual healing and hypnosis, and she is the founder of the Iman Institute for the Advancement of God Consciousness, where she dedicates her expertise to training practitioners in the fields of energy medicine and access consciousness for both children and adults. She has an impressive and impactful history within the entertainment industry, frequently working with A-list artists to launch their major social cause initiatives. For example, Snoop Dogg's Snoop Youth Football League, the Tupac Shakur Foundation, Sister Kalila, Russell Simmons, Russell Simmons Get Your Money Right Financial Literacy Tour, and the Kanye West Foundation. So many things to list in that area, but additionally, she has authored the memoir, My Moonwalk with Michael Jackson, a clairvoyant experience. That's available, by the way, detailing her profound work with the King of Pop and the Jackson family, including Jafar Jackson, star of the global box office biopic Michael, film production, civil rights activism, and museum curation. Dr. Ali recently stepped into a pivotal production role on the $35 million ABC miniseries Women of the Movement, the Emmett Till and Mamie Till Mobley story, produced by Jay-Z and Will Smith, where she worked closely alongside the lead actress as Mamie Till Mobley's stand-in. Sister Dr. Iman Ali has healing practices that have spanned premier medical institutions, including the University of Mississippi Medical Center, the Illinois Masonic Advocate Cancer Center, and the Iman Integrative Medicine and Nutrition. But what is key to our discussion is this part of her bio. For over 3 decades, that's 30 years, Dr. Ali has been a dedicated registered member of the Nation of Islam under the leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And as a longtime mentee and trusted aide to the Nation of Islam's top theologian, that's right, Minister Jabril Muhammad, she spent 30 years actively assisting him with seminal weekly writings, including Farrakhan the Traveler and Is It Possible That the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is Still Physically Alive? Notably, she authored the introduction to the monumental book, Closing the Gap, the inner views of the heart, mind, and soul of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and served as an editorial assistant for the Final Call newspaper. Let us welcome back to Thursday Night Talks our dear sister, Dr. Iman Ali. Bring her on.
There she is.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Praises be to Allah.
Thank you for accepting our invitation.
Absolutely. Yes. sir.
Well,
Thank you.
well, of course, you shook the tree of life and brung life to the Seventh Region Coalition podcast. So we wanted to shape some more lives today, and the questions that we're gonna ask is kind of like a zigzag because we want to actually feed into that beautiful bio that you have, in addition to shedding light on the beautiful essence of closing the gap.
Yes.
With that being said, I want to talk about the healing mechanism that you possess, Reiki. Holding a doctorate of divinity in spiritual healing and, in the essence of, your healing, how can you identify that someone needs to be healed or needs your expertise and service?
Yeah. Good question. The spiritual healing, the word spirit could be synonymous to energy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's use that. It's a more scientific term and a more accurate term when you speak about the healing. Now, we human beings, we are, and all living things, we're more energy than we are physical matter.
Mm-hmm.
So the atom, for example, which is the basic building block of all living things, that atom is 99.99999% energy or empty space, which we now know it's not empty, but it's only 0.0000001% physical matter.
Wow. Amazing.
Now that would mean if the atom, and we know Master Fard Muhammad lays heavy emphasis on the atom in our lessons.
That's right.
The atom is what? Mostly energy.
Mm-hmm.
Some small percent of it. And if we are made up of atoms,
Mm-hmm.
then that would mean we are more energy than we are physical.
Wow.
We are more nothing than we are something.
Wow.
This world teaches us. Why does this world teach us to focus in on the physical reality when the physical reality is just a small part? And the unseen reality, which is a part of what it means to be a Muslim, is the belief in the unseen. reality. Okay. When the unseen reality is that which produces the seen. Okay. So when we're talking about healing, we are talking about healing the energetic body. Because before any disease appears on the physical plane, it first appears as an obstruction in the energetic field. Okay. Now, can we see energy? Yes. Can we measure energy? Yes. We're talking frequency.
Right.
So if someone comes in a room, you say, how can you know somebody needs to healing? Somebody comes in a room, as Cat Williams would say, and he did, that he could sense who's holding weight spiritually in that room. Why? Because if I'm energy and I'm interacting with you, then your energy, then your biofield, which is the field of energy around the body, that is comprised of the thoughts and the feelings of the person. So at all times, you are broadcasting, whether you're speaking or not.
Right.
You're like a cell phone tower. Your thoughts are electrical. What you feel is magnetic. Together, they create an electromagnetic frequency that you are sending out. A signal, like a cell phone tower. And somebody who is, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad would say, is righteous enough, they could pick up on you. They could tune up on you, on your thought frequency, and tell you what you're thinking about.
Right, right.
We do this on an everyday level. If somebody comes in and they change the whole energy in the room, they're upset, but they haven't told you. And we experience this a lot, right?
Yes,
Especially in our social, I don't want to say the word, but where we gather,
right.
we experience it a lot. And it's very real.
Right.
So I recall recently being in Chicago in the ministry meeting. The student minister Ishmael invited me in and was introducing me to all of the ministers there in Chicago and introducing the work that I do. And I remember in one of the sessions, he was talking about the check post and how so much happens before the person even enters the sanctuary. He said, but we should not just be checking to see if they have any foreign objects, but we have to check the spirit.
That's right.
Check the vibration of the person, not just the people that's coming in, but the people who are searching too.
Right.
Wow.
That is correct.
Because you are setting the tone. You are setting the vibration of what that person is coming in to receive. They're coming in to get a life-giving word that could save their life. You cannot be at that post with a foul, messed up spirit greeting the people of God.
That's right.
And then you expect them to be able to hear and receive when they just got ambushed at the door.
Wow.
Beautiful.
You know what I'm talking about.
Of course.
Can we pick up on whether someone is in need of healing? Is the question. Absolutely. Because the anger that we feel, the agitation that maybe a sister is presenting to us, or a brother is presenting to us, it's not us. It's them. They are projecting on what they are feeling and thinking. And it may not have anything to do with you. The Scientologists call it engrams.
Right.
We call it energetic blocks. Okay? So energy is meant to flow.
Right.
Right? It's not meant to be stagnant. So if the energy is flowing properly, then everything is moving properly. You have within your body, you have a couple of bodies. You have the physical body, you have the subtle body, you have the etheric body. Okay, layers. This is not the only dimension that there is. The three dimension, 3D. There's fourth dimension, there's a fifth dimension. So when a person is carrying something, that energy is stored in the body. It's not just stored in your memory, in your mind, but it's stored in your physical body. Trauma.
Right.
Somebody hurt my feelings and I never got over it. Somebody might have said something to you, you might did like this. So when you go to your chiropractor is looking for what they call sublizations. The sublizations are any discrepancies in the flow of how your spine is supposed to be aligned.
Right.
So it might be crooked here, your shoulders up here. One shoulder's higher than the other, one leg is longer than the other. How did it get that way? Well, you can get a sublization for 3 ways. From a trauma, which most people go to chiropractors after they've had a car accident, right? So they've had a car accident and they go to see the doctor there's a trauma. Toxicity in the body is another way you could be disaligned or misaligned. Then the third way, which I found was so fascinating, is through thought.
Okay.
So your thinking can cause your whole spinal cord and the structure of your body to be disformed.
Wow.
A thought can cause you to be off kilter in the physical body. The body stores memory at a cellular level, in the muscles and in the tissue. That's why one of the benefits of therapeutic massage is what they call emotional release.
Okay.
So you might be in a massage and they're working on your shoulders. And then all of a sudden you start to remember your father who passed away. And that memory starts to come up while you're in. Why? Because that information is stored in the tissue.
Wow.
Okay.
And the frequency. Okay. So you're dealing, before I even touch you, before I conceive, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he said that in 1972, Theology of Time, in True History of Jesus, he said that Jesus was taught the ability to tune up. He was talking about the knowledge of thought, that he could tune up on the thoughts of his enemies.
Yes.
Okay. He was taught that ability. Okay. So if Jesus could tune up on the thoughts of an enemy, how is he doing that? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad called it radio in the head.
Yep.
The radio in the head is what's a radio dealing with? Frequencies over airwaves. Is that right?
That's right.
So your brain, radio in the head, your brain has an pineal gland.
Yes, ma'am.
And the pineal gland acts as an antenna, as a receptor and a transmitter of frequency. Thought. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that when you think, your mind, your brain oscillating, sending waves.
Yes, ma'am.
And if I'm righteous, as Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, the more righteous you are, the easier it is. The cleaner you keep your heart, he says, the easier it is for you to tune up.
Beautiful.
That's right.
Come on now.
So Some of us, he said, are born with the gift.
Mhm.
You have people in, everybody has somebody in their family that can, ooh, that, no, they can read someone. That boy, you should not be dealing with that person.
Right.
That boy
Right.
is no good. How
Right.
do you know that? You just met him.
Right. Right.
See? How do you know that? You just met him. No, I know that boy is no
Yeah.
good. I can see it.
Right.
You could feel it.
See? You can see it, you can feel it. What are you
Right.
feeling? What are you picking up on? You're
Mm,
picking up on the energy that he's holding.
right.
Good God Almighty.
Right.
He may have been traumatized himself. And most people who traumatize other people have been traumatized.
Mm,
They say hurt people,
right.
right?
Right. That's correct.
So, so you're talking about how can you pick up? You can see it. We
Mm,
have what we call these, the Chinese call it meridians. They are energy points, right? Where they can access energy in the body, increase energy in the body. The Japanese or the Indian culture, Sanskrit culture, calls it chakras.
Yes,
mhm,
ma'am.
The chakras are energy centers.
mhm.
There are 114, just
Mm,
like the surahs in the Holy Quran.
mm,
The
beautiful.
word chakra means wheel,
Mm.
Mm,
and these
mm.
chakras emit color.
Okay.
And based off the color that the chakra is emitting, is a determines or is a way that you can gauge what condition the person is in.
Right. Right.
But how can you see that?
Mhm.
Well, have you ever seen people say, "Oh, I see your aura"?
Yeah, I was about
Right.
to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see
Uh-huh.
your aura. You see pictures of Jesus, and you might see the halo or Buddha, and you see that halo around him, right?
Mhm.
Around the head.
Right.
Those are representing the 7 chakras. The 7th
Mm,
chakra is the crown chakra.
right.
And that crown chakra is where that energy center is where it's said that the soul enters the body at the time of death, at the time of birth, and then exits the body at the time of death. It's the soft spot in the baby's head. That's the
Mm,
crown.
mhm,
Right.
mhm,
This deals with the upper realms, your spirituality, your connection to God,
mhm.
angels, universe. And then you have the third eye chakra,
Mm.
which is dealing with your abilities to see beyond the physical reality,
Mm,
beyond the 3-dimensional space and time.
right. Right.
Everybody has the ability. Everybody has the capability, I should say.
Mm,
Some
mhm,
of us are dull because of the trauma of slavery.
mm, mhm,
But what is happening now is that almost 100 years of the coming of God, 96 years,
mm,
we are seeing
mhm, mhm.
more and more our people returning back to those gifts and abilities,
Mm,
That's right.
more so than ever before.
right.
The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the prime example.
Mm.
Mm,
His more than a vision experience on the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about astral body travel. He didn't travel to the wheel in his body,
mm,
That's
mm,
right. That's right.
right.
but did he travel? Did Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, travel to Jerusalem within one night?
Come on. Come on.
Come
Oh, yes, he
on.
did.
Night
In
journey.
his night journey.
Yes, ma'am.
And some of them said, this man is insane. See,
Right.
this is where this comes. Thy servant is not mad. He's
Right.
not mad, man. But what was it? Abu Bakr. He was, he said, if the prophet said that that's what it was, then that's what it was. He didn't have to have any proof. But then when he described Jerusalem,
Come on, come on. He was on it.
there is no way for him to have been able to know what Jerusalem looked like.
That's right.
Except that he traveled.
That's right.
You see?
Beautiful.
So the Holy Quran backs it up that Allah takes each soul at night.
Yeah. Yes.
You are not in your body at nighttime when you're sleeping.
Good
If you
God
can
Almighty.
get to sleep, you are not in that body.
Wow.
Sister Dr. Iman, is that why sometimes when we have profound dreams, when we wake up, we're exhausted?
Yes, you have traveled. You have traveled. You have traveled.
I'm doing a lot of traveling, Dan, because I'd be so.
Oh yeah, you have traveled, and you feel like you have done a day's of work.
Yes.
Because even the Honorable Minister Mustafa, he said, "I send my thought out at night. I send my spirit out at night." Okay, so he's checking on, and then that's just why we have these experiences. The brother Jibril said, if you see the Honorable Elijah Muhammad or Master Prophet Muhammad, that's not a dream. That is a direct communication.
Wow.
He talked about 3 ways that Allah can speak to us: from behind the veil. Okay. He could put you in a trance, he said. What is a trance? A trance, you can be in a trance. You naturally go into trance when you go to sleep at night. Your brain waves normally are operating when you're outwardly focused, when you're doing your tasks throughout the day. The brainwave state is in what you call beta. Then when you begin to settle down at night, you go from beta to alpha. And then alpha to theta. And in between alpha and theta, theta is where you begin to enter into the trance. So now you are starting to come into visions. That's why most of your visions, they happen when you're in between sleep and awake. You think, I was asleep, but I wasn't. You might say that, right? You had them right before your waking hour. So it's like the last thing that you see.
Right.
Well, I saw such and such. So then you go from theta down into delta. And delta is like deep sleep. But the trance state you can be in while you're awake. They call it like sleep wake. And if God puts you in a trance, you could be looking at someone. And then you ever see people that they stare off and they're staring?
Right.
They're seeing something else while you're talking, while they're looking at you. Now they have, you like, okay, hey. they've gone into trance. So Allah is revealing something to the person in that state. Children ages 2 to 6, their brain waves are mostly in theta. That's the programming state. When we deal with hypnosis, we are trying to access the subconscious mind.
Right.
In hypnosis is all about bringing the person's brain waves down. The brain waves of theta is slower. That's like 4 to 8 hertz. The Earth's natural frequency is 7.8 hertz of frequency. The Earth has everything has a resonance. Everything is vibration and frequency.
Yes.
Everything is energy. When you learn how to read energy.
Wow.
Okay. Now you know what you're looking at. I don't care what somebody is saying out of their mouth. You can hear something else. You can see something else going on because you can hear and read energy. So the minister, a lot of times, if you hold your hand, when he's holding your hand, he's transmitting energy, but he's also receiving energy too, and reading you.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Right.
sometimes when he gets up and he said, I don't know how I got here, but he's reading the energy and the
In the
frequency of the
room.
people, the
Right.
thoughts of the people in that space.
Mm.
Your brain is sending a signal. Your heart is sending a signal, what you're feeling and thinking. And sometimes they are not coherent, they are not linked up. My mind is here, and my body's on the other side. My mind is here, my body's here, my mind's on the other side of town.
Yeah.
And then sometimes your physical body is there, but your heart is not there. Somebody says, well, what do you think? Then you're going to think with this brain. But do you know that the heart is also a brain? It's considered a second brain.
Wow.
Not just because the scriptures even say, as a man thinketh in his heart.
So it's
Does my heart think?
Mm.
Have we ever asked that question? Does my heart think?
Beautiful.
Sure it does. We now know that the heart has its own nervous system. Neurons communicating back and forth with the physical brain, but it has its own network. They call it an intrinsic cardiac nervous system.
Come on now.
And in that nervous system that's in the heart can disseminate information and process information. The heart itself is 5,000 times stronger than the brain when it comes to the electromagnetic frequency. And one of the books that Brother Jabril gave me in the early 90s or late 90s was a book called The Quest for a Theory of Everything by Stephen Hawking. And the Quest for a Theory of Everything dealt with black holes and the four forces that govern the universe.
Okay.
Strong force, weak force, gravity, and electromagnetism. So electromagnetism is one of the forces that govern the universe. Well, you have an electromagnetic frequency that you emit. The minister says, Allah makes our lives to bear witness to the beginnings of the universe. The universe is us. We are miniature. It is the micro. See? So we're dealing with, oh my goodness, the micro. We're dealing with science. So the healing, most of us just don't know. I'm emitting something, whether I'm speaking about it or not. I am emitting a frequency. And based off of my thoughts and my feelings, I'm impacting not just another person, but the environment that I'm in. They say that what you feel in the heart can be measured 10 miles radius. This is why certain communities are the way that they are. It's the thinking and the feeling of the people. If the people in that community are in survival, they're down in their root chakra. They don't feel safe. They're worried about what they're eating. They're worried about their money, their bills. That's a lot of struggle.
Right.
And that's the back of the brain, what they call the amygdala. And the amygdala is the part of the brain that deals with stress, cortisol levels, producing, helping you with fight or flight. And there are some times when you do need to know, do I need to flee or do I need to stay? Do I need to fly? Yes, that's important. The problem is when you stay there, you're constantly in fight or flight. Your body is constantly registering that there's a threat.
Wow.
And that's the way it is in our communities. Our people are in that state constantly.
Right.
So guess what happens when this is lit up in the back, the front part of the brain that deals with creativity, the prefrontal lobe, that part of the brain is dull. That part of the brain is what helps you make logical decisions.
Right.
Data. So it is absolutely impossible mathematically to be stressed out and make the right decision. To be stressed out and be creative. So every time I would be upset, back in the day, Brother Jabril would always tell me, go take a nap, go lie down. Your brain is most powerful when it's at rest.
Mm.
That's what he would say. And I was thinking he was just trying to get me to go to sleep. It's like, go take a nap. Go take a nap. Or like trying to get me to stop being emotional.
Yeah.
And he would tell me to do that. Take a nap. Get up. Reapproach the problem. Most of the time when you do that, now he was helping me get out of the fight or flight mode. And when that part of your brain is activated, then now it produces cortisol and inflammation, which triggers the inflammation. The inflammation is your body trying to fight off disease.
Right.
Your body is thinking there's a threat, the body goes to respond. It's magnificent the way Allah has created us.
Right.
So these energy centers known as chakras, they hold different energy. My heart at the heart level, the heart chakra they call it, that's dealing with love.
Yes.
So if we work with Minister Aaron from Albany. May Allah be pleased with Brother Aaron.
Yes,
And we saw that Aaron had lung cancer, but he had one lung. Through the technique that we do, which we're going to get into Reiki, you can send the healing remotely. And when you send the healing remotely, you can also see the energy, not just feel the energy. That means the person does not have to be physically with you. And you could use a surrogate or a crystal as a transmitter of the frequency. According.
What?
Oh, no.
Don't
do that to me. Don't do that to me.
I know what happened.
Oh my God.
It's the frequency.
It's all right. It's all right. Y'all picked up on all of that. Just hold fast, family.
Hold that thought.
Yes,
I know it's hard to hold that thought.
Look, Sister Faith, she was. Hey, Sister Faith! I miss you. Listen, she was getting deep. That's that energy.
Some energy to bring her back.
Yep. Wait.
Wow.
Is she coming back? I see something.
No.
I know exactly.
Listen,
now it's gonna be difficult to get her to continue from where we
and
left
you know
off.
it's and I want to highlight too, sister. Here she comes. Okay.
Don't do that again, sister.
It was the frequency and the energy. All of the above.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Yes.
Please proceed. Please proceed.
Yes.
I can't hear you guys.
Oh, you can't
hear us?
Oh, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
She can't hear none of us, brother.
Can you hear me?
Oh Lord. Oh Allah.
No.
Okay.
I can hear you, but you can't
Send her
hear
a
us.
message saying to come off and come back in.
Yeah.
Because it probably threw her off.
Yeah, have to go out and come back in.
Yes.
So what I might have to do is I'm going to do this, and then she might have to come back on. So let's do that. Okay, and then I'll bring her back on when she comes back in. Yeah. But
family, take this time to copy and paste the URL.
Yes.
Share this profound interview with whoever you can.
Yes, and also too, I know Sister Angela, it was in the comments because Sister Angela was talking about healing and how she's coming back in. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Let us pray that she can hear.
Can you hear us now?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Now this is going to be the challenge. Can you continue from where you left off?
Yes. Okay, so that's an example of high frequency. Sometimes the energy that you're can knock out another signal. And this is true. And sometimes we don't know, like when we enter into certain environments and maybe the frequency is low. Low frequency is like fear, depression. Frequency is measured in hertz and megahertz. So if I am feeling grateful, gratitude resonates at 540 megahertz. Fear is down at 100.
Mm.
Depression is even lower at 50.
Ooh.
Good God Almighty.
So if I am resonating, I am in a state of fear. I am not going to be able to attract anything to me but more things to fear, because that's what I'm resonating at. So life is not happening to you, it's happening because of you.
Wow. Wow.
It's whatever it's at a frequency level. So if I am not liking what I am receiving, then I need to change the dial. Just like if you change to B103, but you wanted a hip hop station, well, you're on the wrong channel.
Right.
It's just that simple. You could raise your vibration easily by starting to be grateful for something in your life.
Come on.
That will take you immediately out of the state, not just the state in your mind, but the frequency of fear. Fear has a frequency. Cancer cells have a frequency.
Wow.
So when we were working with Brother
Aaron.
Minister Aaron,
Yes.
we did a remote session for him because we saw a photo of him and it didn't look like himself.
Right.
So I said, can I do a remote healing for you? And I saw the one lung dark, I saw the one lung white. And then I also saw those colors represent something. There's a reason why the wheels emit color that we look up in the sky and see. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that the basis of the true religion, color,
come on,
medicine, and music.
Yes.
Mm.
That's in closing the gap.
yes,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We ever thought about, well, how is that? What
Right.
does color have to do with the true religion? Well, what is the true religion? Peace.
Yes.
So certain colors, right, produce it is a frequency itself. And certain colors that you wear amplifies your energetic frequency or brings it down.
Right.
Just like certain fabric that you wear. Did you know you're
Right.
not really supposed to wear polyester? Those polyester is at a very low frequency.
Wow.
You're really supposed to wear cotton and linen.
Cotton and linen.
Natural.
Right.
Silk is at a higher frequency. Master Fard Muhammad didn't come peddling polyester.
You're right. Come on.
Why does the Holy Quran talk about the silk and the gold? Gold, we know that is the highest conduit of electricity.
That's right.
Gold.
Gold.
You see? So polyester, we should get rid of all polyester.
Oh my God. That's
Get
some
rid
of my
of it.
garments.
Thank you. Ooh,
Yeah.
girl,
I'm
you
just
saying something.
I'm just saying. That's a
So we be
Let it
talking
go.
about these,
Let it
like,
go.
trying to make these garments, but what's the fabric like? And then we wonder why we're not emitting, because soon as you put it on, it lowers your vibration.
Right, and it also changes your as women, it changes the pH
Come on.
balance.
Come on, girl. Yes.
Mhm.
This is a science. He said there's a science to everything.
Right,
Everything.
that is true.
See?
That is true.
So with Brother Aaron, we saw that. And we also saw he had 6 months to live.
Mhm, mhm,
How did we see that?
mhm.
He wasn't physically with us. And the
Mm.
information we access, when we call Brother Aaron, we said, Brother Aaron, we have to get the electricity in your body up.
Mhm.
Listen to the words. We have to get the electricity in your cells up.
Mhm. Mhm.
You are electricity.
That's right. That's right.
If your
That's
heart
right.
stops, they're going to put an electrical volt there, to
Right.
jumpstart it
Right.
because it's electricity. They're not going to put a piece of wood there or flesh, put another heart on top of it and see if it jumps.
Right.
So I said, Brother Aaron, we have to do X, Y, and Z. This is a lot of the things he had. We retrained him in Reiki to get it up. And I said, Brother Aaron, did the doctor tell you anything about your life expectancy? And he said, yes. He looked me in my eye and told me I'm going to die.
Mm.
And when he said that, I said, Brother Aaron, I saw 6 months.
Mm.
He said, we have to hurry and do what we can.
Mm-hmm.
Can we beat prophecy?
Yes.
See? So we started working and we got our Reiki practitioners. To date, we have trained about maybe 120
Wow.
believers
Mm.
as Reiki masters and Reiki practitioners. They are healers. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said this would happen, that in the future, we would have healers, not doctors as we know them today. And he said that after his son, student minister Ishmael, demonstrated an ability to heal with his hands as a child.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so this is why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, in the future, we will not have doctors as we know them today. You can read it in Mother Tanetta's article, Unveiling the 19. But anyway, so Brother Aaron, we're working with him. And the doctors, Brother Aaron, it stimulated life longer. The doctors were shocked to see him come back in. They thought he would be dead by then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he went about 4 months after that.
Mm.
And it really was his will too, also, because he started going down. And sometimes it's so far gone. But the heart, the lungs is in the heart chakra.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not just the energy center in the center of the heart, but it's also it impacts the organs that are there. The lungs, the heart itself,
Mm-hmm.
anything, the shoulder area, arms, that's dealing in the heart chakra. So what's that dealing with? Love.
Mm.
So where was there some discrepancy around love for Brother Aaron? That he was holding something where he wasn't feeling appreciated. And you know what came up? His post as a minister.
Mm. Mm.
Listen.
Mm.
And when that showed up, I looked at not just Brother Aaron, Mother Tanetta,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
dying of a massive heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at what betrayal does to the heart. Contracts. So blood flow is not the same. And the others, Lewis Jr., heart attack.
Right.
All these people dying of heart attacks in our nation.
Right.
What's happening? We do not love. I sent it to Minister Ishmael and I said, we have to change.
Right. Right.
We have to change. If this man is giving all he has, and then we're so ungrateful, and we mistreat each other, and there's no empathy, there's no love. We come into our buildings, and it feels cold.
Wow.
And some people physically get sick.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Your immune system goes down. Why does your immune system go down when your feelings are hurt or when you're hurt? Because that energy center, that chakra, is also connected to what we call the endocrine gland called the thymus gland. And the thymus gland is right there in the center of that chest. That thymus gland produces white blood cells that help you fight off disease. So it's all in the same area. So if I am holding energy that I'm not really loved, my immune system will go down. Because there's a frequency there that's impacting it. Now it's dropping. Now I got cold. You ever notice if you get in an argument with your spouse or something, you might get a cold. Next thing, oh, now your chest is hurting.
Right, your throat.
Your throat starts hurting. The throat chakra is dealing with your communication space.
Right.
So all of that. Now, if you can't express yourself, now you're dealing with thyroid issue.
Whoop.
If you don't feel heard, if you don't feel like you can really express who you really are, you'll end up with thyroid problem.
Yep.
Why are so many women with thyroid issues? Because this world, this society suppresses the feminine side of God.
Yes.
Even in our houses of worship. You mean to say that a female can lead only if she's leading other women?
My
She
God.
has to be in a leadership position, but over these women, not overall. Look at Sister Ava. What she went through. When the minister made history with Sister Ava, placing her over a mosque and a region.
A region.
Yes.
She almost died then. Dealing with us.
Disrespect.
Disrespect. Heartache. See,
My
that's what
God.
Mother Tynetta said. She said, she said she didn't want to come back to another Savior because she was tired of the disrespect.
God.
Mother Tynetta, the wife of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And why would somebody disrespect her? Because you don't like that part of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's life. You really don't like that. The way you treat Mother Tynetta is a sign of what you really feel. You see? The way you disrespect the body of knowledge that she brought when she got it from her husband. See, they did Mary Magdalene like that. That's why they trumped up them charges on her that she was a prostitute.
Right.
And she was that man's wife. Jesus.
Right.
She was in her right. And then she becomes the apostle to the apostle.
My
because
God.
She was the one to see her Lord as risen. And she went back to tell her brother, and Peter and them rose up against her, telling, woman, you crazy. You haven't seen him. We buried him. He's not alive.
Right.
He's not physically alive.
Wow.
You're making this up. That's why they took her book out of the Bible. See? See, the more you suppress the feminine side of God, you can never be God.
Ooh, so can you repeat that for the people in the back? Because I don't think the people
suppress the feminine side of God, you can never be God.
No. We need both.
Because guess what? The Elijah Muhammad said the brain is created to think right.
Right.
The right side of the brain is the feminine side. The left side of the brain is the masculine side, linear, 1 + 1 is 2. The right side of the brain, now you're getting into the higher faculties,
Right.
higher science, the higher mathematics. Not 1 + 1 is 2. That's too slow.
I'm telling you.
Deal with creative energies.
Now you're getting into the higher mathematics when you're dealing on that right side.
Right.
Because that's the creative side.
Right.
See? Then you get ready to drop down into the heart from the right side of the brain. Now you can deal with quantum physics.
Ooh.
and the quantum reality.
Oh
And
my
you
God.
can jump timelines.
Talk about the Matrix.
Okay. You can jump timelines. You don't have to be taking all this time to get from point A to point B. But you
Wow.
can't get there if you denying the feminine side of yourself. 75% of the work is with the woman. It's not just the physical woman. You as a man have both X and Y chromosome. I think there's a female inside of you.
Absolutely.
Right.
Right.
But if you deny that side, and I'm not saying how the enemy knows that.
Right.
And that's
Right.
why he manipulates the feminine energy with estrogen
Through the food.
The foods.
to imbalance. But you know where that's held at in the body, in the third chakra, the solar plexus. It holds both masculine and feminine energy. And if you might want to, you feel like you're a female and you do more you're more masculine because this world has made you that way, or circumstances or whatever. Try balancing your third chakra. Try cleaning your gut, which is also connected to the pancreas and the gut,
Right.
which is also a brain. Do you know that your gut has the same amount of neurons that a dog brain has?
My
Wow.
That's
God.
a lot of intelligence. They say dogs are so smart, right? Well, that's a lot of intelligence that's sitting in your gut. So when you have a gut feeling, you are not supposed to ignore that. That is intelligence. You have the same amount of neurons there. Those neurons are communicating with the brain. So you're dealing with some high science, not nigga science, like minister.
Right.
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 It's not nigga science. What we talking about might be boring some people because it's not for the niggas.
Right.
No.
They ain't even on here.
Sister Dr. Iman,
Yes.
on a similar frequency,
Come on.
because we're talking about creativity, we're talking about transmissions over airways.
Yes. Come on with it.
I want to talk about an industry that we're both familiar with, and that's the music industry.
Yes.
And so, because we could become imbalanced by what we hear also.
Sure.
Oh, absolutely.
So, I'm going to refer back to a historic lecture that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan gave at the Jack the Rapper Family Affair Conference in Atlanta, Georgia in 1980. Now, in this lecture, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan spoke to the artist community about the importance of being independent and in control of the content of their music, and even utilizing churches and other religious institutions as distribution centers for the music. This was being discussed in 1980. In an age in which 360 deals, for those who don't know what 360 deals are, that's when the artist becomes packaged totally. They get signed, anything sold is through the artist. The artist gets a small percentage of everything sold, including the music.
That's right.
So now we're living in this age in which 360 deals have become standard signing practices in the music and entertainment industry. How is the principle of independence still important today?
Oh my goodness. Well, in 2009, I hosted a workshop for Savior's Day. It was called, for many years, I worked as marketing director for Savior's Day. So worked alongside Student Minister Ishmael. But when you would see the billboards in the city, or you would hear the commercials, I was writing and producing those commercials. So you hear the minister on or getting certain celebrities on. But in 2009, I hosted a workshop called Poor Righteous Teachers, the influence of Islam, on hip hop. And that year we had Rakim, the God MC Rakim. We had No ID, Kanye's mentor, Jay-Z's producer, our brother, FOI, No ID. We had Wise Intelligence from Poor Righteous Teacher, the group that brought me into the knowledge of self, where I first heard the minister through rap. And then there's so many other X-Clan and Lost Sheep, and everybody was there.
Mhm.
It was a beautiful discussion. And that video is still circulating. JT the Bigger Figure. So he talked about how the industry, those who control the industry,
Right.
how they intentionally would approach the artist about gangster rap.
Right.
Mhm. Mhm.
Why did that happen? Because young people were coming in the 80s when they were introducing crack cocaine
Right.
into our communities.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay. And we brought Freeway Rick Ross to the real Rick Ross to Savior's Day, and Frank Lucas one year to Savior's Day. And driving the point home that in the 80s with Reaganomics and crack cocaine, which is also dealing with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's communication with the minister on the wheel about the war that was being planned. That war being planned against Black youth under the guise of a war on drugs.
Right.
All of that took place in the 80s. But at the same time, here comes hip hop.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
But hip hop was influenced hands down by the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
That was the
Mhm.
predominant language
Predominantly.
in the music. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So the music in the 80s became the CNN of Black America,
Mhm.
where
Mm.
Public Enemy dealing with 911's a joke, from Fight the Power, okay, the Terror Dome, all of these things. Gangstar, I was raised like a Muslim, praying to the east. You're listening and hearing all of this.
Mhm.
Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam, the universal
Right.
greeting from the people of our kind. You're listening and you're hearing they're dropping the ministers' um, excerpts into the music,
Right.
all the way up with Dr. Khaled and
Yeah.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
That was an era where Black youth were flooding and running into the Nation of Islam as a result of hearing. I'm one of them.
I
Mm.
bear witness.
Mhm.
So these people said, "Oh, we got to stop this." Okay.
Mhm.
So they went to work to shift hip hop from consciousness. And see, what they also did was when the Rodney King riots, what was the song that was on the radio at that time? Fight the Power.
Fight the power that
Power.
be.
So the riots fueled by the music.
Mhm.
Well,
There was an
Sister Dr.
injustice,
Iman,
and then
if I
there
may,
was, yeah.
on the
Okay.
West Coast, and you could politicize this also, it was NWA,
Yes,
F the police. I'm not going to say
yes,
that's the word.
that's right. That's right, exactly. So they're dealing with the cruelty, the police brutality, everything that our people were dealing with in our communities.
Mhm.
Okay, through the airwaves. And guess what
Right.
it did? It affected. So when another injustice was done, I forgot what is what the popular song was, Like a Lollipop, and there was nothing done.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
No
look at the state
censors,
of
no nothing. Right.
look at the state of hip hop right now. The minister, when Brother Snoop called my husband to after Biggie Smalls and Tupac was killed, that was and I was at that particular meeting because I was at the final call as editorial assistant. And that it was like Black Hollywood had emerged on the south side of Chicago. And
Mm.
everybody was there. Ice Cube and Common had beef at that moment.
Mhm.
They squashed that beef at the minister's house. And for the first time, the East Coast and the West Coast agreed that they were going to stop the violence. So it stopped the feuding and the beef between the East and the West Coast. But look at what has happened since then.
Mm.
Look at the death toll of artists These people went back into their laboratories and came up with some other stuff. Drill music.
Right.
You see? And the drill music, the children in Chicago, where it originated out of, the drill music is, they say they feel like they're possessed.
Wow.
Well, you remember the movie Sinners?
Right. There you go. Right.
Telling you about the real power of music.
Right.
Wow.
Sorcery. See, there's a it's wickedness at a high level.
This is Dr. Iman about they cloned Tyrone.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Louis. There's a certain
Yes.
scene where the people
Right.
are in a trance through the music.
That's right. That's right. So, how important is independence? It's a matter of life and death. Kanye said the 808 is dealing with your lower chakras.
Mm.
Your lower chakra, the root chakra, deals with survival.
Yeah.
One, the second chakra deals with sex, and it deals with creativity too. It's interesting that the two are in the same chakra. So he said it's sex and violence in the 808. And there's a frequency in the music that's messing up your whole vibration. And you don't even know it. So independence is a matter of life and death.
Come on, beloved.
To sign a 360 degree. I went to the B.B. King Museum, and I worked with his estate for a brief moment. And inside of his museum, they chronicle the history of our people from slavery to cotton and, all the way up to B.B. King's coming out of the Delta of Mississippi to become the iconic king of the blues. But I saw a contract from the 1930s or 40s. It was way back. And there was a contract between B.B. King and the William Morris Agency, which is the largest agency that kind of controls all these people's stuff. This is why Michael Jackson died.
Wow.
Michael Jackson died because he had control over Sony.
Right.
He owned 61% of Sony at the time of his death. Paul McCartney told Michael about buying publishing. But Paul McCartney never thought that Michael would buy his stuff.
Right.
Right.
About the Beatles catalog.
Right.
Right.
He owned a lot of people stuff. He gave Little Richard his stuff back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, they had to kill Michael now. They have a town in Mississippi called Kill Michael. It's an actual town.
Wow.
Mississippi is something else. So you think about how important is the independence? It's a matter of life and death. Michael's independence cost him his life because they don't ever, that's just like a plantation. When that slave tried to get away, it meant death because you were going to incite these other Negroes to leave.
Right.
See?
So
Jay-Z and, Kanye. See, when Kanye signed to Rockefeller Records, that's owned by Def Jam. Okay? That's why Damon Dash was always into it with Leo Cohen. He said, why would you give my artists Def Jam jackets? so that the people in their mind know it's Def Jam and not us. Well, he did it because Def Jam owns Rockefeller.
Right.
And he's still showing his dominance, but he didn't want your thought, Dame, your brand, Dame, to dominate over their brand.
Right.
When Kanye signed to Rockefeller, Kanye had his own label up under there called Good Music.
I remember that.
And Good Music was what we know. Good Music. We barely know he was on Rockefeller.
Right.
Kanye was so brilliant.
Yes, he
So
still is.
He went to work, okay, and had his own marketing. Good music. Good music means getting out our dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Not their dreams, our dreams.
Right.
See?
Yes, ma'am.
So if Kanye didn't have good music, he probably would have sat on the shelf at Def Jam. I mean, at Def Jam Rockefeller.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it's very important. It's everything. And what we have now is probably the best thing they could have did was the social media. You can go directly to your people. You can go, you don't have, well, Master P showed you how to do it. And others. Okay. So it's not even cool no more to sign a deal. It ain't no record labels no more.
No.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
over with. That's over with.
Don't make sense to sign
Dr.
it.
Iman, I wanted to shift gears because as it was mentioned earlier, this is the 20th anniversary of an amazing monumental book called Closing the Gap. And I love that we have you here tonight with us because, as we said before, you wrote the introduction. And I found a certain quote from the introduction that I want to read here and pose a question. Interestingly enough, in the introduction to Closing the Gap, you wrote the following, quote, "One of the main impediments to truly becoming one with the teacher or leader's mind is found in attachments. Attachment is actually death and is a sign of insecurity. Since a Muslim is one who has been made secure and Allah is sufficient, then if Muhammad is slain, killed, or taken, will you turn back on your heels? You will if you are attached to Muhammad. Then your life begins and ends with Muhammad." Close quote. What preparatory steps are critical to avoid death due to attachment?
Preparatory steps.
Right.
Well, number one, you have to know that there is no God but Allah.
Yes, ma'am.
I cannot, it's like when I first heard the teachings, and then as I was growing, I was on a college campus, and I first learned about Malcolm X, which Malcolm brought a lot of us in. We listened to Malcolm's lectures and everything. And then when I found out that he had left the nation, and they were talking about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's domestic life on campus. But as soon as I heard it, I said, I wasn't registered in the nation or anything. I'm still learning. But as soon as I heard it, it did not resonate with me. What resonated with me was that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is what resonated with me. And I said, well, why would he be jealous of him when he made him?
Right.
It's like Biggie Smalls say, I made you. Why would I play you?
Ha ha ha.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all got to excuse me for my hip hop.
Listen.
No, you got to throw it in there.
I'm all in.
I'm hip hop.
I'm all in. Look.
Throw it in there.
Sister Hello Mecca, she's on here. She's already here. She's
Yes.
in the building.
Come
So
on,
she's
come on.
already look. We already
Yeah.
in. We
Yes.
in.
So why would he be jealous of that which he made? That's like a tree being jealous of the fruit.
Mm,
Mm.
mm,
I just couldn't accept that. Distance just went out. Oh no. And soon as I heard it, I wasn't with Malcolm no more. And
mm.
instantly, and of course, you love Malcolm because he brought you into it.
Right.
But as soon as I heard that, so you have to know, number one, there's no God but Allah. I don't care what teacher is in front of you.
Right.
Okay.
Allah is the author of that life.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm, mm, mm.
Okay? So you can't be attached to the teacher so much that when the teacher goes, you die.
Right.
Mm.
Good
No.
teaching. Good teaching. Good teaching.
So
Very good teacher.
I think I'm doing a good job with bear witness of that with Brother Jabril.
That's right.
Okay.
He was my teacher.
That's right.
He was and is my teacher. But who taught him?
Okay.
And who taught him?
The
Allah.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
So, see, I haven't had one sad day since Brother Jabril's transition. Maybe one time I might have cried out once. And when I did that, it wasn't out of sadness, it was out of the amount of how well this man lived his life and did his assignment. He laid it down so perfectly so that when he's no longer physically present, you still have his books. You still have his word. And if his word is life, and it is, if his word is bond, and it is, then you can pick up this word.
Come on.
And you can communicate with him. You can hear him talk to you direct.
Yes.
You can hear him guide you, tell you what time it is, tell you what's what. We had this situation and we got Brother Jabril's with some of the historical enemies of the minister gathered. And we got that letter that Brother Jabril wrote to Silas Muhammad. That letter was almost like you could have just replaced the person's name, Silas' name, with the person today. Wow. That's how cold he was in his writing and thinking forward. And you talk about a scripture that is a guide for today, the Holy Quran, a guide for the believers. In the book, there is no doubt. So I don't have one day that I have been without Brother Jabril as my teacher, my friend, and my mentor. I could call him up. If I have a question, I can ask a question. I can lower my brain waves and pull up the consciousness that is Jabril Muhammad and get the answer.
Praise be to Allah.
Now the minister told Brother Abdul Malik, formerly Minister Tony, to do that same thing. When he was in he said, brother, if you want to communicate with me, meditate, and you can get your answer from me. See, it's like the internet downloads. We call it downloads. And if thought never dies, is what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, then where does the thought go?
Where does it go?
Where is the thought? And can you access it? Can you pull it down and bring it forward? Absolutely. Absolutely. I had an experience after Brother Jabril, I wanted to know where was his transition in the book. He said everything that's important or big is in the book. So since his role was so critical to us being here, surely this must be in the book. So I had that question that day. And later on that night, in the wee hours of the morning, I got up and I felt the crown of my head. I was in a trance state, I would think I was, because I was in between theta and alpha, wasn't fully awake, but I sat up and I felt the crown of my head open. It's like it expanded.
Mm.
And I felt the presence, and it felt like Brother Jabril.
Mm.
And I said, Brother Jabril, and let me know, yes. I could hear him. And when I relaxed, he took me to John the Baptist
Okay. Okay.
and Jesus, and the baptism of John the Baptist, of Jesus.
Mm.
And it said that there was an angel that stood with a cloak of light, standing off to the side. And there was John the Baptist, and then there was Jesus. And this angel was wanting to put this cloak on Jesus after his baptism. And they said, where did the angel get the cloak of light? They said, in the cloak of light was protection. In the cloak of light was revelation. They said, where did he get that light? That cloak of light? They said he got it from John the Baptist. This is what the theologians say. And then they said, well, where did John the Baptist get it? John the Baptist got it from Elijah.
Mm.
And when I read that, everything opened up. John the Baptist was transferring Jesus, Elijah, onto Jesus. He was transferring the energy of Elijah to Jesus. I saw, oh God, that happened. And then I look at the parallel between John the Baptist and Jesus. All these parallels with them. And I look at the minister and Brother Jabril, born in the same hospital. What are the chances? Come in the nation at the same time, same year, under similar circumstances. Both met with Malcolm.
Mm.
Malcolm was both of their teachers. And sometimes things would happen to the minister and it would happen to Brother Jabril physically, especially in the latter years. But then it said, then I said, did John the Baptist depart before Jesus? It said, yes. So the whole thing opened up. There it is. But all I did was ask the question. And I relaxed. And then later on, it came to me. He came to me in an experience. This is very real. The minister talked about channeling Mother Khadijah, that he had brought her with him.
Right, right.
Remember I say I have not been without him, not one day.
That's what you said.
My teacher.
Right.
The minister said he brought Mother Khadijah with him. He said, man, y'all think this dude is really spooky. And he said, Y'all need to get my kind of spooky.
Right. Right.
And then he started communicating with her, and he was telling us things she was telling him that she wanted him to stop or whatever he said. It was a couple of things he said that she said to him.
Right. Right.
It's very real. The physical body is only a small, small part of who we are.
Wow.
And once that body is not able to house that electrical current, it does not mean that electrical current does no longer exist. Energy is neither created nor destroyed.
That's right.
It's just transferred into different vessels.
Yes.
You can put another light bulb. The light bulb goes up. Okay, let me get another light bulb. Sometimes if the power trips, everything go. You could just go reset it, and stuff will come right back up. So energy is neither created nor destroyed. So we must. Doesn't mean you if you attach to the physical, then you die with the physical. The Holy Quran says, think not of those who die or slain as dead. They are alive, but you perceive not. And we carry so much grief because we can't see them anymore, but you can communicate with them. Because the mind, what is the part of that person that was them? It wasn't their body. Their body was just the thought wave dropped down into a particle.
Hmm.
The physical body, the physical reality, everything in the room you're in, this was just a thought in somebody's mind. These phones was in somebody's mind. It's a thought, but the thought is a wave. But the thought now from a wave to a particle, it becomes physical, tangible.
Okay.
But you can commune with it. You can tune up. You can download it. You can channel it even. Okay? The young brother named Jafar Jackson,
Okay.
he channeled his uncle Mike.
Did it very well.
That's why many people said, oh, that was Michael. And it was. And it was. I don't want to get into I don't know if I'm going into your other question or not. But anyway, attachment. Oh, what can you do? There's no God but Allah.
There's no God but Allah.
There is no God but Allah. We cannot be found worshiping our teachers. They are only pointing us to that which is within ourselves. And if we pick up the principles by which they lived, then we can never we are one with them. We become one with them. Oh, you sounded like Minister Ishmael told me recently. He said, you carry Brother Jabril's spirit.
Wow. Wow.
He said, I don't know anyone who carries his spirit.
Wow.
I don't know anyone that carries his spirit. And I don't know anyone who is a student of his the way you are. How do you carry a person's spirit? The energy of that person. Reading over their words. Remember we're talking about that. Now you're writing on your own DNA. You know you can overwrite DNA now. You're not susceptible to DNA.
Right.
You can overwrite bad genes.
Yep.
Through meditation and repetitive. You're constantly writing 3, 6, and 9. Nikola Tesla said if we understood 3, 6, and 9, we would have the keys to the universe. So if you write something out, see, the book says write the vision, make it plain. In the beginning was the word. So if I want to express a different, all versions of myself exist at one time.
Mhm.
The reason, if I want to express something else, if I don't like where I live, I don't like how I look, I don't like the money that I'm making, okay, well, what would I like?
Mm.
That version of you that has that amount of money, that looks that way, that drives that certain car, whatever it is you want, that version already exists. You are not trying to work. I mean, you can do that, but that's that stuff we were talking about. That's that, we're God.
Right.
But you could write it out. And if you wrote it and spoke it 3, 6, and 9 times a day for a certain amount of weeks, then you would write over the DNA. You would change your DNA. Now, these studies have been shown. If a person thinks it's gratitude for 15 minutes a day, they're grateful. And everybody should do this that's listening. 15 minutes a day, you should stay in gratitude.
Wow.
What the study showed was that 15 minutes a day for 4 days increase the immune system by 50%.
Wow.
Your body has its own pharmacy.
Come on.
You
Come on.
produce oxytocin. You produce serotonin. You produce melatonin. You produce dopamine.
Yes.
You produce that. And you produce the lack of it too, depending on how much stress you're under. It'll stop it from producing. See? So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that there's a science to everything. The healing on the wheel is these wheels that is within you, these chakras, this throat chakra.
Wow.
That's the thyroid gland.
Right.
And it only has a gland, a physical gland, and then it has the energetic frequency, but it's produced a gland. There's a gland there. It's called the thyroid. Okay. So, and then there's a neurotransmitter. Okay. So you have all of this, but we don't know how we have been taught properly. So nobody knows. They just going right. How did I get this thyroid problem? And then you get your thyroid taken out.
Whew.
And all this stuff. I met one client said that the doctors took her husband's pineal gland out. And her husband became deformed as a result of that. See how wicked that is? You will take somebody's pineal gland, which is the gland by which they can see reality, their spiritual abilities to see beyond the physical 3D. You took that whole gland out, and that person got deformed as a result of that. Even function properly. And that gland produces the melatonin and the serotonin. You see? Oh gosh, it's so much. Is coming in the person of Master Fard Muhammad.
Yes.
Because why is that problem book filled with the health condition, those health problems? It's for us to solve the problems.
Yes.
Now we in the nation got the same issues as the uncle and the aunt.
Yes.
The uncle and the
and
aunt.
dying
Right.
of these ailments.
In the 40s.
Right.
Yeah.
We got to change the frequency and get back to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. They have not failed us yet, and they will not. So I hope I answered the question.
You did. Thank you so much.
And then some.
Yeah.
I can hear you all.
Thank you so much.
You
Don't know what happened.
no, you
Can you hear
happened,
me?
and you are absolutely
Yes.
amazing. Can you hear us?
Oop. We went out. I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, can you hear me?
Mm-mm. No sound.
No sound at all.
Oh,
Wow.
oh,
It may have
wow.
been when you came out, Sister Khalila, and came back in.
Oh.
That was me?
Well,
No,
sometimes it can happen where
It happened.
Not hearing anything.
when someone leaves and comes back, you can lose the sound on one of the ends. So
Let me do this.
Yep.
Hold on.
Sometimes
So
that happens with streaming.
she can you hear us now? No?
No.
Yeah,
Can you come out and come back in? Yeah. Can you?
yeah. Can you leave and come? Can you leave and come back, or can you hear me now?
Okay. I think she.
Okay, she got the message, I think.
Okay, she got the message.
I believe.
Sister Khalila, you could come back in. There you
Come
are.
back, sister. Yeah,
Khalila's
stay
back.
there.
That want to be on big screen.
Stay there.
But-
Stay there, Sister Khalila.
That's-
and
No. No.
That's hilarious.
But I she's gonna come back because I actually did something to where she's gonna have to come back into the StreamYard. But
Right.
if you all have
God.
heard
My God.
what you experienced to be true and good for our people,
Oh,
please take the time to open up your heart as well as your pocket. And
we need your support.
we
Just
definitely-
don't shy away from that, Sister Khalila. We need
Right.
your support.
we definitely need your support.
We do. We do.
You know, listen, we just paid for StreamYard, right?
You have to
And
straight
look,
up say,
and brother, and
yeah.
Minister Tony said,
price is going up.
Did it go up? I said, oh, yeah.
Right.
It definitely went up. So we definitely need your support. I mean, listen,
That's the way they do.
I can
things.
only bear witness to my dear beautiful brothers that's on this show of the amazing job that they do to make sure that this that this StreamYard is afloat. I mean, they work tirelessly in efforts to contribute to our, when you see the flyers, when you see the message, when you hear the questions, when you hear all of these beautiful
work.
things to make this show what it is, these two phenomenal brothers.
And my phenomenal sister.
And
But my brothers, though, it's my brothers, though, the mighty FOI, my
And a
brothers.
nation- And a nation can rise no higher than this woman.
My brothers, though. My brothers, though. Please show love, support, dedication to, again, back to what she was saying. Let's love on one another. We all we got.
True.
Another, we don't want to be a Johnny Come Lately podcast. We want to be the podcast for the people. So in order for us to do that, guess what? We got to donate. We got to donate. We got to keep this afloat. And we are so so appreciative, so thankful.
No amount is too small.
Absolutely. So with that being said, our sister has not yet
come back
yet. I think Brother Mark is on the call with her. Yeah, see, look at Brother Mark on the call.
Yeah,
I mean, like, hey, get him back.
You want me to come back?
Yeah, we want you to come back.
Yes, we want you to come back.
Yeah.
And everybody can hear you too.
I tried to come back. It didn't let me in. Okay, I'll come back.
Okay. So she's gonna try to come back. I think
It
she
didn't let her
attempted,
in?
but it didn't let her in, but she'll try again.
Okay.
If not, we'll hear her via telephone hookup.
Old school. Let me see.
Like we used to do back in the day, Brother Tony.
Here okay.
All right, she's coming back in.
Okay, good.
All right.
There she is.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Now
Yeah.
you can hear us.
Allahu Akbar. Glad we got that.
Okay. Don't nobody go nowhere. Don't leave the school.
Right. Okay. Listen.
Hey, right there, Sister Khalila.
Listen. Listen, look, my daughter is ill. You know, it's the first day of school, and I didn't have no ginger root, no garlic, none of that on deck. So I had to get Instacart to Insta some carts and some love to me so I could
Yeah.
get her well because you
Right.
know the Germy young people they German one another right now.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah.
well, praises be to Allah.
First
Yes.
day of school for me
But
down here.
speaking of Michael Jackson and how you work with his camp, um, I just want to just, you know, be um just in that particular story because I know, oh my God, what
Right.
was your experience working with the family of Michael Jackson? And can you share any highlights of your experience working with the family?
Well,
And by the way, we have in order for us to keep this rolling and we can actually rebroadcast this, we have less than 10 minutes. So,
okay. Thank you for
but
telling me that. So
listen,
I won't be
but
long.
doctor, we
Yeah.
can always do a part 3. I'm
Oh
just saying.
gosh.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah. This is your platform.
for this is your listen, this is
Iman.
yours. You listen.
You're
You
in
can
your
do,
7th region now.
yes, you can,
Yes.
yes.
I love the 7
This is
region.
your platform.
Yes. You know, 7 is God number now.
That's
Yeah.
You
right.
know, and it's no, everything happens for a reason. It's no coincidence. And the
Absolutely.
7, right? You know,
Come on.
Brother Jabril, he transitioned on 7/7/7. Did you know
Yeah.
that?
Mm.
Wow.
July 16th,
16.
2023. That's a
Mhm.
7/7/7.
Yes,
That's so
yes.
Wow.
cool. Mother Tinetta transit on the 16th also of February. That's a 7.
Right.
So I don't think it's a coincidence, you
Yeah,
know,
my
that
mom
this
transitioned on um September the 20th, which is if you subtract the 9 and the 2 is 7.
go ahead,
Yes,
go
ma'am.
ahead. And that's how you know the mark of a Muslim under
That's
the
right.
teachings of the
That's
Honorable
right.
Elijah Muhammad.
That's
We're gonna
right.
science it up now. We're not gonna leave it there. We're gonna science it up. But anyway, oh, Michael Jackson. Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, really quickly, that's a clairvoyant experience for sure. But what happened, you know, always everybody loved Michael Jackson since all Black people, I think, loved Michael Jackson. And I was no different as a child. I also had an inclination, oh, one day you're going to work with Michael Jackson. And that
Mm.
voice would come into my mind. I would tell nobody that because nobody would ever believe me and say, no way, you're going to work with Michael Jackson. But when I got older and came into the nation, you know, 2009, when I was doing that marketing plan for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and Savior's Day, I had Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was a part of that campaign that I had created. But I didn't get to do that in February. But in May, yeah, May
Mm.
of 2009, 1 month before, I got a phone call. I was living in New York City at the time, and that phone call was like, "Hey, I got this call from Brother Alberto out, who was part of Michael Jackson's security, and he said that Michael is wanting a mobile marketing campaign for This Is It. And would you like to work on this with me?" And I was like, "Oh man, yeah." That's like my whole thought was what I had always been hearing in my mind, in my spirit as a child, right? So who would will not want to work with Michael Jackson?
Right. Right.
So I'm like, yes. And so I said, oh my goodness, I got to go into meditation. I got to pray about this. What I said, we have to do something around his cause, like his humanitarian efforts, because they have tried to destroy Michael's image, you know.
Mhm.
And I said, we have to help bring that. But the world over, they love him. So
Mhm.
let me meditate on it. So I woke up that morning and it came to me, he was so passionate about so much, but what he was most passionate about was when I asked that question was the planet and global warming. And so I went and I looked and I put this campaign together around the Earth Song. And I said, okay, so Michael's probably going to have big screen behind him with the Earth Song video or whatever. But afterwards, people can text Earth to 8787 or whatever. So I put it together. They thought it was beautiful. And then we sent it over to Michael camp. A couple of weeks had passed. Didn't hear anything. And I said, hey, what's going on with the Michael Jackson? He said, oh, let me call. Michael had some changes with his management. And so they said, okay, we'll be hearing something, I guess, soon, because it was getting close to opening night. Well, it was June now. So the week of Michael's death, on that Sunday, we had gotten a call that there was a brother at Hawaii who had was trying to bring the proposal that we had put together, but didn't want me to be associated with what I had put together. And I was like, oh, really? And so there was this little argument that pursued with the brothers. And apparently on that Monday, Michael Jackson saw the proposal that I had put together, and he loved it, but he wanted to make one change, which was not to use Heal the World Foundation. He didn't want to use that because he felt like that was all they wanted to use, maybe just Earth Song. And is what I was told. So then they were like, there's going to be a call to work this out about you and all of that with everybody. So that happened on the Wednesday night, Wednesday afternoon of the 24th of 2009.
Wow.
Less than 24 hours before Michael dies.
Oh my goodness.
I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone with, Brother Michael Mears on the phone. There's Brother Alberto, who made the 911 call, and the other brother, and then the other brother that was on, Brother Hakeem. And they were talking about, the one brother was talking about me, and how he didn't want me to work on the project, and I didn't like me or whatever. And so I was like, okay. So I'm quiet. They don't know I'm on the line. This brother just wants me to listen in so I could hear for myself. And so as I was listening, I literally got sick to my stomach. And it wasn't just because I've always wanted to work with Michael Jackson, and now I have the opportunity, and now this person is blocking me. It was something else. Something wasn't, it wasn't adding up. It's like, what's happening here? So I started feeling dizzy and like I wanted to throw up. And it got so bad that I had to get off the line. I didn't want to hear no more. They started talking about opening night and who's going to do what. And I got off the phone and I went for a walk in New York, in Manhattan. I was crying. I started crying. I couldn't control it. I was like, what's going on? And I said, something is wrong. Something is wrong. And that just couldn't take that out of my mind. So I talked back to the brother, and he said, don't worry about it. You're going to still be able to work with him. Just work. I said, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I kind of got angry. I was all kind of emotions, but I cried myself to sleep that night. I said, listen to me. In the morning, when I wake up, I'm going to ask in my spirit. I'm going to ask, am I to go forward with this? Whatever it tells me, that's what I'm going to do. Because I had a clairaudience experience with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad 4 years prior, which led me to my spiritual gift and ability to be able to hear and see. So I said, I woke up that morning, the morning of Michael's death. And when I asked the question, he said no. And I called the brother around 11:30, and I said, I'm not going to go through it working with Michael because something is very wrong inside of his camp. At 11:30 New York time was 7:30 LA time. According to the police reports, Michael was still alive. It was right before he was given the final or lethal dosage of the propofol. So I was saying to the brother, and the brother said, "What do you mean you're not going to work with Michael Jackson because you feel the energy? You crazy? You're going to turn down the opportunity of a lifetime to work with Michael Jackson because you feel an energy?" I said, "I know you might say that, but I have a gift and I have to follow that. Whatever it tells me, I have to do it." And I said, "Right now, Michael Jackson needs me more than I need him. And something is wrong inside of his camp." And he hung up the phone, girl. And then I thought, I went to a meeting with about Mos Def. Mos Def was on the Ecstatic tour. And Jay Electronica just texted me. He's watching.
Yes.
You remember that?
Earlier.
You remember that? You remember that, Jay? You remember the Ecstatic tour? And we were on the Ecstatic tour, 2009, right? So I was meeting in New York about the Mos Def tour and working with Mos Def on that tour. And in that meeting, we took a break. It was 3:00. I looked at the clock. It was close to 3:30. And I forgot that I already had a relationship, a very close relationship to Michael, which was through a man by the name of Steve Manning. Steve Manning was like a brother to the Jacksons and a brother to Michael. He used to be their publicist for when they were the Jackson 5. And he's still like family to them. And so I call Uncle Steve. So I say, "Uncle Steve," I said, "You know, is there somebody in Michael's, do you know who Frank DeLillo is?" He said, "Yeah, that's Michael's manager from the Bad tour." I said, "Yeah, something strange going on inside of Michael's camp." I said, "If I had something for Michael, like, some proposal, so could you just introduce me directly?" He said, sure, niece, I'll do that." That's how he talked. And so I said, "Are you going over to, the opening night in London?" He said, "Yes, I'll be there." I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, let me see what's going on because there's something happening here. And I can't put my finger on it, but something's happening. But I'll call you back." I got off the phone with him, and 5 minutes later, somebody called. They said, "Hey, did you hear about what has happened to Michael?" I said, "What do you mean?" They said he had a heart attack. And I looked on the internet, I didn't see nothing. And that person wasn't as reliable. So I said, maybe it's just, how people do make up stuff. The next call I got was from Brother Adima. And you all know Brother Adima.
Yes, ma'am.
And Adima was freelancer for CBS. And Adima says, the president of CBS said Mike was dead. Now, number one, Brother Adima do have his facts together with him. So if you know Brother Adima, he's not gonna have the facts. So I said, what? So I said, oh my God. So the first thing I was to call the brother who brought me on to the project. And I said, can you call Brother Alberto? Because I know Brother Alberto is on security. He couldn't get him. And when he couldn't get him, I called Steve Manning back. I said, Steve, I think you need to call Miss Jackson's house. I just got 2 calls in reference to Michael, and the one says Michael was dead. Oh my God. From there, it was history. Michael, when I looked at the police report, 3:30 New York time was 12:30 LA time. At the same time.
Okay, I got to pause. Look, people from my phone is saying, "Hey, we don't want you to run out," because I cannot record. I cannot rebroadcast this.
Oh, so sorry.
No, you're fine. I just have to stop it because I cannot rebroadcast it, and it will drive me crazy if I can't rebroadcast.
That's okay.
But listen,
we're gonna pick up
We got the part. We got. Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Hey, listen.
Well, that's how I started working with Michael Jackson. Okay.
So we're gonna end this. May Allah continue to bless you all. I love you all.
Fatima.
Listen, stay tuned. There may be a part three. A series.
Let's do it.
Yes.
We're gonna be back next week.